Hello, in this video I will show you how to replace the transmission fluid on the 6-speed ZF transmission. This 6-speed ZF transmission is used on many BMW cars, so when replacing the oil on one of these transmissions, the procedure is similar for all cars. This is the ZF transmission that I'm talking about. This is the oil drain plug where we're going to drain the oil, and after we drain the oil we need to remove all the bolts holding the oil pan and remove the oil pan. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Now we'll let the oil drain, and then we're going to put the plug back on, and afterwards we're going to remove the oil pan. The oil pan is held by all the bolts around it. We need to remove all these bolts. Next we're going to remove the oil pan. To remove the oil pan we're going to remove all the bolts holding it. This is the oil pan, and these are all the bolts holding it all around. Now that almost all the bolts are removed, you might want to get somebody to help you to hold the oil pan while you try to remove the oil pan. You might need a pry bar just to pry it out a little bit if it's stuck, and then you just lower the oil pan. The oil pan is full with oil, so you need to put it somewhere. And now we're going to start cleaning the transmission. This is the transmission on the inside. We're going to clean it with brake cleaner, and we're going to clean where the seal is sitting, also maybe with a razor blade. And this is the oil pan. There is a filter in the oil pan, so we're going to be replacing the oil pan. This is the ZF kit that I'm going to use, and this is the part number for it. And this is in there is the oil pan, 7 liters of oil. This is the seal for the electrical connector that we're going to be replacing as well. Like I said, 7 liters of oil, and also new bolts. Next I'm going to remove and replace the seal for the electrical connector, which is right there. In order to remove that seal, first we need to pull out this white plastic top. Just need to pull it down, and just a little bit, you feel it. And then we're going to use a screwdriver or a pry bar to pry out the seal for the electrical connector. I've already taken out the seal from the transmission. Now to loosen it from the electrical connector, we just need to turn this thing anti-clockwise, and it will loosen the seal, and we're going to replace it. And that's the electrical connector seal out. Now we're going to replace it with a new one. We're going to put it in the exact reverse way. First we're going to put it onto the electrical connector. When it goes into place, you just need to turn that knob and it will tighten. And then we need to put the seal into the transmission. Push it all the way in. When it's pushed all the way in, this white plastic top on the bottom will go up. If it's not all the way in, it's not going to go up. So you know that it's in when the plastic top goes up. I've pushed it all the way in, that you can see. Now I'm going to push the plastic tab up and see if it locks. That means that it's in all the way. The tab is not going up, so we might need to push the seal for the electrical connector a little bit more in, and then push the tab in again. You will feel when the tab will go up. And the tab went up, so that means that the electrical connector seal is in all the way. Here's a closer view of the seal, how it's in all the way. Next, I'm going to clean the transmission with brake cleaner. I'm also going to sit the bed where the oil pan seal is sitting. I'm going to be using a razor blade, and make sure it's very clean before you put on the seal, because otherwise it might leak. After the transmission has been cleaned, I'm going to put on the new oil pan. That's the new oil pan sitting next to the old one. I'm going to put it on the car and put on the bolts and tighten them. I'm going to remove this cap, and there is an O-ring on that hose, so we need to lubricate it, and now we can put the oil pan on the transmission. First we're going to put on all the bolts, and then we're going to start tightening the bolts. The tightening torque for the bolts for the transmission pan is 10 Newton meters. and then additional 1 Newton meter. When you start to tighten them, first there is a sequence that you need to use. First you start from the middle on one side, on the other side, and then you go towards the outside on both sides. So first you tighten all the bolts to 10 Newton meters, and then you add additional 1 Newton meter, and you tighten them to 11 Newton meters. When the oil pan bolts are all tightened, next we're going to start filling the transmission with oil. The oil fuel plug is located right there. We're going to remove the oil fuel plug and start pumping the oil into the transmission. To fill the oil into the transmission, I'm going to use this pump. I'm going to put the hose into the filler hole, and the pump I'm going to put into the bottle. This is the oil that I'm going to be using, ZF Lifeguard Fluid 6. I'm going to put the pump into the bottle, and I'll start pumping until there is oil coming out of the filler hole. We can see oil has started to come out of the filler hose, so now we're going to remove the hose and put the filler plug on. Next we're going to go into the car, and first we're going to turn the ignition on and put the scan tool on and go into the transmission control module and check out the fluid temperature. Now we're going to go into data stream or live data, and we're going to go into the performance variables, and we'll see there the transmission temperature, and that's what we're going to be looking for. We can see the temperature right now is 27 degrees, so now we're going to start the car and run through all the gears. As the car started, so now we're going to press the brake and go in through all the gears, into drive, into neutral, into reverse. You can see it on the cluster right there, which gear is selected. And then we're gonna go and do a manual shift through all the gears, so that the whole transmission is filled with fluid. Now that we've gone through all the gears a couple of times, next we're going to go to make it go into park. We're going to press the park button, and we're not going to stop the car. We're going to let it continue to work, and we're going to check the temperature, and now we're going to continue fill the oil. To fill the oil temperature needs to be in between 30 and 50 degrees. Best temperature for filling the oil is about 35 to 40 degrees. So right now it was 33 degrees. We're going to remove the oil filler plug, and we're going to start pumping oil until it starts sipping from the filler hole. It will probably take another 2 liters, maybe a little bit more. The total capacity should be around 6.5 liters. So now we're going to start pumping the oil until it starts flowing from the filler hole. We can see the oil started flowing from the filler hole, so now we're going to put the filler plug back on. We can see on the scan tool that the oil temperature is 40 degrees, so now I'm going to open again the filler plug just to see how much of fluid of oil is flowing. If it's flowing okay, then if it's flowing like this, now I'm going to put on the filler plug, and then we're done with replacing the oil. at that temperature, about 40 degrees. If there is no oil flowing, then you should add more oil until it starts flowing from the filler hole. If there is oil flowing, then you can put on the filler plug and tighten it. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.